Hello my genius students, did you solve the question I have given in last lecture? Yes, very good. You have to do the homework, then only you will be able to understand my further lectures. Okay, so in standard 11th we are in second lecture. I have started this 11th course in last class and we are in second lecture today. It is lecture number 2. What is the lecture topic? It is the mathematical tools. Math tools. All right. Yes, math tools. And we have started differentiation, derivatives. All right. Yes, derivatives. That is the dy by dx. This is the operator of derivative. Okay, so my students, I am B.S. Pandey, your physics teacher. My dear student, I have given few questions and discuss one rule for the differentiation. Okay, the definition and other things we have discussed also in very detail. So the one rule, let me recall, then we will proceed for the rest rules. I hope students you don't have any confusion. Those students have not seen the first lecture, kindly go to the lecture 1 and then you will come to the lecture 2. It was very short video of lecture 1 because we were starting the syllabus. All right, so in first lecture we have discussed the first rule of differentiation. If any function looks like y is equals to x to the power n, the formula was dy by dx is equals to nx n minus 1. Okay, yes student, those have watched the last lecture are telling yes sir. All right, today we'll move for the next, but before that let me solve a example on this particular formula. So the example, if y is 1 by root under x, what will be the answer? So student, first you have to convert this in this form, x to the power n. Can we write this as 1 by x to the power 1 by 2? Yes. And could you write this x minus 1 by 2? When it will go above as numerator, it will be inverse function x to the power 1 by 2. Now you can find the value of n is how much? It is minus 1 by 2. Now it's very easy to put in this formula. Dy by dx will be n x n minus 1. So minus 1 by 2 x to the power minus 3 by 2. You can write the answer in this way also. 1 by 2 x to the power 3 by 2. This is the answer. Yes, maximum student telling yes sir, I have solved. All right, now the second one. The second rule we are starting today. It is the second rule. Remember, we are studying mathematical tool. You will not find any fragrance of physics over here. You will think that you have seated in mathematics class, of course, because to simplify the physics, like the chapter of kinematics, okay, you have to study the 2 chapters of kinematics. You must have the concept of differentiation, integration, trigonometry, algebra and graphs. After this we will start the graph. Okay, now the next rule. If any function is like this one, y is a constant. All right, y is a constant. K, it is constant. Remember, my dear student, what we have discussed, the differentiation is also the change of function y with respect to the change of function x. But if it is constant, could you find any change? If it is constant, after some time it remains constant. So what will be the change? in particular time or in particular position or the space, the constant never changes. It means the derivative will be 0. Yes. So remember, dy by dx, that is d constant, any constant, by dx must be 0. Derivative of any constant must be 0. Remember, for example, if y is 5, alright, so the differentiation of 5 with respect to any function, x, t, whatever, it must be 0. Remember, for any function which is constant, derivative must be 0. Alright, now the next rule, we move to the next rule. Can you note down, my dear students? Yes. Now the rule number 3, third one. Okay, if any function is represented as y is equals to constant times x to the power n, what will happen? Constant time x to the power n. How you will do the differentiation? So the dy by dx, you have to take this constant out and you have to differentiate the variable, that is dx to the power n by dx. All right, so the answer will be, and the formula will be, k will be out, and try to recall the differentiation of x to the power n. Yes, x to the power n, it was nx n minus 1. So the answer remains the same, n x n minus 1. This is the formula. All right, now example, if y is equals to 5x to the power 3, what will be the dy by dx? Try to find out. Yes, let me see who can solve this question very fast. Yes, the answer is dy by dx is 5. It will be taken out, and the differentiation of xq by dx. Are you getting my student? Yes, 5 will be out, that is in multiplication. Out, it means not that you just skip this 5 and you leave. Why, sir? You have told we have to out this 5. You have to out of this operator, but you don't have to out from the question. Now multiply and then differentiation of this one. So you know the formula, n x n minus 1. How much it is? 5 into 3, 15 x square. So the answer is 15x square. I hope and I can hope, my dear students, from you that you can do such type of differentiation on your finger. You don't require pen and paper. You can do the differentiation of such type of question without using pen and paper. How? Sir, y is 5xq. So n, it will be multiplied with 5. So the 5 3s are 15, and you have to write by subtracting with 1. So the 15x square. 15x square directly you can write. Okay. Yes. One homework I am giving you, my dear student. Y is equals to 5 by x to the power 5. The first. The second one. Y is equals to root under x by root under 2. Okay, so these two questions you will solve by yourself. Now the next one, I'm erasing this one. Okay, all right, the next rule, rule number 4. Okay, if any function, rule number 4, if any function it is with the power 1, all right, that is the x, and you have to find dy by dx. What will be dy by dx? So the answer will be 1. How? You will put d at the place of y is x by dx. So it is 1. Remember directly. This is not very difficult, my dear student. If you have to find the differentiation of u with respect to u, it will be 1, du by du 1, dx by dx 1, dy by dy 1, dt by dt 1. This was the very simple. Now the fifth one. This is interesting. You will find something challenging to do. Y If any function, it is in the form of addition or subtraction, like u plus or minus whatever, v plus or minus w, okay, and plus or minus other several function, then what will be the differentiation? Remember, my dear student, and this u, v, w, all are the function of x, then dy by dx will be written as du by dx, dv by dx, plus minus dw by dx, and so on. If you are having the number of function, the very simple, it means you have to do the differentiation by putting plus or minus. If it is plus, then you have to put the plus. If it is minus, then you have to put minus. And if it is in addition, then in addition you will do all the functions, differentiate. All right, the very simple. Now should we do a question? Yes sir. All right, so a very important question, not very important but very simple. Y is x square plus xq. You have to find dy by dx. Yes, find dy by dx. Hurry up. Pause the video and try to solve, my dear student. Okay, now look at here. Dy by dx. According to the formula, you have to do all the differentiation one by one. So dx square by dx plus dxq by dx. Alright, it was plus, that's why I'm writing here the plus. So nxn minus 1 and xn minus 1 plus, here n is 3 and xn minus 1. Now here 2x1, 2 minus 1, 1, plus here 3x2, this is the answer. That is the 2x plus 3x square. This is the answer. Very simple, no? Alright. Okay, one more question. Yes. Can you note down by pausing the video? Now, one more question. One more question, sir. One more question. Okay. This is your classwork. Y 5x square plus 9x minus 9x plus 3. Okay, what will be the answer? Find dy by dx. Dy by dx is what? Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Solve this question while I'm drinking the water. Hurry up. Solve, my dear student. Alright, now let me show this. I know the number of students have been solved without using the pen. The answer, sir, this is the answer. Yes, exactly, you are correct. Dy by dx, it is 5 dx square by dx minus 9 dx by dx plus d3 by dx. So this will be 0, na? Yes. And x square, it will be 2x. Definition of x square will be 2x. So the 5 times 2x minus 9 dx by dx 1, and it is 0. So the answer is 10x minus 9. Yes. One homework. My dear students, can you note down? Y equals to root x plus root 5 by x cube plus 9. Okay, you will do this at your home. Okay, let me move for the next question. Next rule. Okay, I'm rubbing. The fifth rule we have discussed now. The rule number 6. Rule number 6. And I will give you the number of homeworks today that you will enjoy, my dear student. So the rule number 6, it is formula. In this rule we will write the formula that you have to remember. Okay, formulae. The number of formula will be there. The first one you have to remember, if y is, okay, sine formula, that is for the trigonometrical. trigo function. All right, trigo function. Student, remember, it would be very difficult if you will decide to make the note at last after 3 or 5 lecture. So it would be better you should make the notes day to day. Okay, as soon as I finish the first lecture, you have to do the notes. You have to prepare the notes of the first lecture and so on. All right. Now sine x. If any function it is in sine x, trigonometry, y equals to sine x, then what will be the dy by dx? Okay, so you have to remember directly the formula dy by dx, that is the differentiation of sine x, is cos x. Okay, cos x. Now this is the formula, the very important, that is d sine x by dx is cos x. Actually this is not the formula. All right, if it is written, this will be the answer. D sine x by dx is cos x. Now the second one, this was the first. Now the second one, if y equals to cos x, then what will be the dy by dx? So the d cos x by dx, it is minus sine x. This is the second one, the very important. Now the third, if y is tan x, then dy by dx, that is d tan x by dx is sec square x. Okay, so we have finished 3 function. Do you have more function, trigonometric function? Yes. What is it? Sir, y is cosec, y is sec x, and y is cot x. Okay, so we will not remember the differentiation of this one. It will be remembered by itself, but we will derive the differentiation of these 3 after knowing the formula number 7. All right. Yes. Now the next formula I'm giving you, I have left 3 trigonometrical function. All right. And remember, differentiation of sine is cos, and cos is minus sine. Here minus. All function in differentiation, I'm telling you, all function, write in note, all function comes with co, it means starting with co, like cos, cosec or cot. These 3, all function comes with co, gives differentiation negative, remember this is very very important. So the function which are starting with co, their differentiation will be negative, like here cos, starting with co, that's why it is negative. Remember, sine is not starting with co, that's why it is positive. This is a trick to remember. Okay, O will be positive or negative. All right, now you must remember this. I am erasing those 3 and then I'm writing the next formula. All right, it is logarithm, that you will study later on after this mathematical tool. The next mathematical tool will be the logarithm, but right now you just remember log is a function, natural logarithm and Western logarithm we will study. So if any function it is logarithm written in short log x, so the d log x by dx, it is 1 by x. This is also one of the formula. Now the next one, this was the The next function, exponential, e to the power x. Actually, there is a relation between this log and exponential. We will study in very detail because you have to use in physics. Okay, but try to remember this one. If this is exponential, then the d e to the power x by dx, it is equals to e to the power x. Oh my god, this is very simple. The differentiation of exponential, that is e to the power x, it remains e to the power x. There's no change. Okay, my dear student. So we have discussed so far the 6 formulas today and the 5, that is the 4 new rules. Okay, and this is very important. You have to be bear in your mind this formula and 3 more formula. Try to write. It is ITF. You will study in mathematics. Inverse trigonometric function. For ITF, that is for inverse trigonometric function, you have to remember the formula. If it is the first one, if I'm writing, suppose it is y is equals to sine inverse x. Sine inverse x. This is called the inverse trigonometric function. Then dy by dx will be, that is d sine inverse x by dx. It will be 1 by root under 1 minus x square. Okay. The second, the y equals to cos inverse x. So the formula will be, here I'm writing, d cos inverse x by dx. This is starting with the co, again it will be sine and the same formula, minus 1 by root under 1 minus x square. Now third one, if y is equals to tan inverse x, then d tan inverse x by dx, it will be 1 by 1 plus x square. Okay, this is another formula. So I have given this formula. The next class we will start with the practice what we have finished today. Okay, so come next, you have to come in next lecture after remembering all the formula. Okay, my dear students. So this is all about the today lecture, but remember, you are doing the promise that you have to come in the next lecture, lecture number 3, after remembering all this formula. Okay, and for the doing your home practice, I'm giving you 2 or 3 questions as homework. I have given already 2-3 questions here. Homework. Y is equals to 1 by x square plus 2 by x cube minus 5 by x5. One question here. The second homework, y equals to 1 by cubic root x minus 9x to the power 7. Alright, and the third and the last, y is equals to 7 by x to the power 6 plus 6 by x to the power 5 minus 5. Okay, what we have to do? You have to do the differentiation that you have to find in all question, all the 3 question, dy by dx. Dy by dx is what? Okay, in this one also you have to find dy by dx. Here dy by dx. Okay, my dear student. Remember, student, you can do more practice over the questions by taking help of mathematics book of standard 12, because I told you this derivative you have to study in mathematics in standard 12. So you can do the practice, get the question from any of your senior or download it from internet and try to solve. Otherwise I'll do practice over some question in next lecture. Okay my dear students, thank you very much.